Hey guys, this is Win. Today I'm going to show you guys how to draw a comic book page and panel borders in Photoshop. First, go to File, New. Page size should be 11 by 17. Resolution for draft is 72 dots per inch. And I'll leave the color profile on Adobe RGB. Click OK. Now, what I want to do is show rulers, show grid, and snap to grid. I'm gonna draw the active areas, including the bleed zone, the crop marks, and the safe zones. In preferences, you can set the grid. Right now it's set to 1-inch division with 4 subdivisions. So there'll be a mark every quarter inch. Click OK. Now select the Move tool and you're gonna click on the ruler to create the guides. So the page size will be 10 by 15, which means we're going in a half an inch on the left and right. Okay, now it should snap to the grid. And the right side. From the top, we're going in 1 inch. And same for the bottom. Now for the bleed, it will be a quarter inch bleed on the outside. And that's for the bottom. Now for the safe zone, it will be a half an inch inside the crop marks. Any important information should go in there, including word balloons and dialogue. Now I hide the grid and create a new layer. I'm gonna do like a rough hand-drawn layout. With my brush tool. Do my layouts. Dutch angle, perspective grid. And once I'm satisfied with my layouts, I'll create a new layer. Show the grid. Select the Marquee tool. And now I'll select the area of my panels. And I'll fill it with black. Now, if you hold the Control and Alt key down on the black shape, you can click and drag it and it'll make a copy. And that is the quickest way to set up the next panel. When you choose the Move tool, check the Show Transform Controls box, and that'll let you move and transform the shape at the same time. And once you're done transforming, hit Enter, and just repeat it. Hold Control Alt down, and click and drag onto the next panel. Again, transform it, hit Enter, and repeat. Hold Control Alt, click and drag, transform, hit Enter for panel 4, panel 5, and lastly for panel 6. Now I'm going to hide the grid. And I'm going to hide my sketch layer. What I'm going to do is create a mask. Well, let's create a new layered group. I'm going to label it panels. Click on the border layer and hold down the control, and you'll see a marquee over the hand. Click it and it will select the black areas. Now go to the layer group for the panels and click on masking. And it will mask out that area, so only that area is active. So whatever you put in this layer will only show through in that area. So go back to your borders layer, and we're going to apply a layer style for stroke. You can adjust the pixel size and whether or not it draws the line on the inside or on the outside. I'm going to leave it on the outside to show you what happens. Hit OK. Now if you change the opacity, it's going to hide everything, but you don't want to do that. So what you want to do is actually leave the opacity there, but drag the fill down, and that'll hide the contents of the panel but still show the layer effects. Okay, now I'm going to zoom in and show you what happens here. See, when I did the stroke and left it to stroke the outside, it rounds the corners. So what I'm going to do is select the stroke and select position inside. Now you get a sharp squared edge. And you notice one of the corners is not aligning with the other one. So what I'll do is select the magic wand and select that panel. And I'm going to zoom out. And I'm going to make sure that the grid is showing. And I'll transform it so that it matches the other panel previous to it. And just hit enter. Hide the grid. Now, since we edited the panel shape, we have to update the mask on their layered group. So the old mask is no longer good. Delete it. Select the adjusted borders and remask the layered group. Now I'm going to make a layered group for every panel. I'm going to call this panel 1. And use the magic wand, select that area in the borders layer. Go back to panel 1 and click the mask button. And now I will be able to draw on that panel without having it bleed onto the other panels. And I'll just repeat this with all the other panels. And you create the layer, and that's how the masking works. So now I'll create a masking layered group for all the other panels. This will be panel 2. Magic wand, select panel 2. Go back to the layered group, click on mask, create a layer to draw on, and just repeat. Panel 3, same thing, magic wand tool, select the area, go to the layered group, mask, create a layer to draw on, and repeat. Panel 4, 5, and lastly repeat it for panel 6. Select the panel, mask it, and repeat. And last panel, magic wand, select the panel, go back to the layered group for panel 6, mask it, create a layer to draw on, and you're done. And that's all for today. Check out my webpage for updates and future tutorial videos. And thanks for watching.